this ideology sustain if there is no Mamata Banerjee? You already have an Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary who in Parliament 3 days ago said, merge with us, you're losing so many people every day.
Since he said that, and I don't know what he said, Congress could consider a demerger with the Trinamool Congress. It can happen in the reverse. It can happen in the reverse. You know, I'll tell you something. You watch the fun after May 15. After May 15, you watch. There's a lot of things which we discuss in Central Hall, which can't be discussed in conclaves. I can tell you something. Across the board, this country is looking for one man or woman who they can all rally around. And my guess is, it's a woman from Eastern India.
Dilip Ghosh, many issues have been highlighted by Dr. Kakuli Ghosh Dastidar. Would you like to respond to that? She says that nobody is the custodian of Hinduism. It is the BJP that has sidetracked other issues and made Lord Shri Ram or Jai Shri Ram the big election topic because there is nothing else to talk about. How would you defend that?
देखिए, ये बड़ी दुर्भाग्य की बात है। पार्टी जिनका सिर नहीं, पैर नहीं, कोई आइडियोलॉजी नहीं, ऐसे पार्टी होते हैं तो धर्म के जगह राजनीति की बात करते हैं, राजनीति की जगह धर्म बात करते हैं। हम ऐसा नहीं करते हैं। हम राजनीति करते हैं, खुल्लम खुल्ला करते हैं। भगवान राम एक राजा थे, कोई अवतार मानता है उनको, और उनकी 14 जो पूर्व पुरुष थे उनका नाम भी आपको मिलेगा, दुर्गा का मिलेगा क्या? तो इसलिए एक राजा, एक सुशासक, मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम ऐसा माना जाता है। और हमारे यहाँ भी राम की जो चरित्र लिखा गया, बंगाली ने लिखा है। रामचरित मानस का पहले वाल्मीकि से रामायण होकर यहाँ भी बंगला रामायण है, बंगाल में लिखा गया है। तो एक आदर्श पुरुष, मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम एक राजा, गांधी जी ने राम राज्य का कल्पना हमको दिया है। दुर्गा पता नहीं कहाँ से आ जाते हैं। दुर्गा तो भगवान राम की आराध्य थी, और रावण को वध करने के लिए दुर्गा का उन्होंने पूजा किया, उनसे आराधना की, उनका आशीर्वाद से रावण का वध हुआ। इसलिए वो अलग मैटर है। आप भगवान राम के खिलाफ दुर्गा को कैसे खड़ा कर देते मुझे समझ नहीं आता है। राम भक्त पूरा देश में है। बंगाल में हर घर में, हर तीसरे पीढ़ी में कोई ना कोई राम मिल जाएगा। ये हमारी कल्चर है। इन्होंने पहले लोग पढ़ाया कि राम बंगाल की देवता नहीं है। अब पता नहीं कहाँ से ये कॉन्सेप्शन आ गया। अब मैं तो सुना कल शायद मैडम यहाँ आई थी, उन्होंने बोल गए नहीं जय श्री राम की मैंने विरोध नहीं किया, किसी और लोगों की नारा लगाया इसीलिए। अब पता नहीं, सारे लोग मौजूद थे, कैमरा मौजूद थी। सुबह शाम अगर स्टेटमेंट बदल जाए तो हम किसका उत्तर दें? वहाँ एक प्रकार बात करेंगे, यहाँ कोई आके और दूसरा बात करेगा। हम तो रिलीजियस बातें कर ही नहीं रहे हैं। उसके लिए हमारे देश में हजारों साल से साधु संत महापुरुष हैं, प्रवचन करते हैं। भगवान अपने जगह पर अपना अपना होते हैं, और व्यक्तिगत रूप से लोग धर्म को मानते हैं, हम इसको मानते हैं।
Dr. Dastidar, the suggestion is that this Jai Shri Ram has caused some discomfiture, and that Mamata, this is a suggestion from the BJP, that Mamata Didi is not comfortable engaging on this particular refrain, and that's where the invocation of Durga came from. When she was asked about it yesterday, she said religion is a personal thing, keep that out of politics. When Amit Shah was asked about it, he said it's a cultural aspect, and why shouldn't these cultural things like Jai Shri Ram be an election issue as well? Is there a sense of discomfort over Jai Shri Ram in the Trinamool?
Well, first let me tell you that they are themselves divided. Amongst themselves, they are divided whether to invoke Shri Ramji or not. And Ram Naam Satya Hai is chanted when somebody is leaving this world. They are very soon going to be absolutely out from the political scene of Bengal. So we should actually do Ram Naam Satya Hai for them, but it is shocking. I am so shocked at the gentleman's statement when he is challenging Durga. I mean, I think the people of Bengal and people of India, the Hindus actually should decide, because Durga is a concept not only in Bengal. It is a very strong pillar of Hinduism, and just now the state president of the Bharatiya Janata Party here has challenged the very existence in the minds of the people of Durga by saying that can we take the 14 forefathers' name of Durga? It is shameful. I, as a Hindu, I am shocked, and this kind of Hinduism will not stand the test of time. This much I can tell you.
in this assembly election, your left parties have a tie-up with the Congress. There's been some talk publicly of a tie-up with the newly formed Indian Secular Front of Furfura Sharif Abbas Siddiqui. How do you see the ISF also come on board this front that you formed?
Well, I think these are matters that they are discussing at the state level. Honestly.
What's your view?
Honestly, we want the unity of all the secular democratic people. The alternative we are talking of is a secular democratic alternative, left secular democratic alternative. Now, if that is the case, all secular people are people we would welcome. But the bottom line is secular.
How does this tie-up with the Congress play out in a time span when at the same time, concurrently, you are having an assembly election in Kerala where the CPIM and the Congress are arch enemies?
Absolutely.
So that's just, you guys look very confused, sir.
No, not at all. You just remember 2004, 61 MPs of the left, 57 of them reached the parliament defeating the Congress. But we supported the Manmohan Singh government. So what is confusing about it? There's nothing confusing about the fact that India should be rid of blatantly communal politics, using extremely fascistic methods, spreading hatred, violence. This is something the country cannot afford. No part of the country can afford.
But we are here in Kolkata, which is why you're saying what you are. If we were to, and we will be doing an India Today conclave in Kerala, and if we were to call you over there, you know, you'll be bowling from the other side of the pitch.
No,
so right hand batting bhi karni hai, left hand batting bhi
What
karni
is
hai.
your objective? Again,
No, so if I call you to Kerala and we have a conversation there you'll tell us everything that's wrong with the Congress party.
you see, Rahul, your problem is that you're looking at the players and not at the match.
Okay.
Bowling from the opposite. I want to win the match. I want India to win the match. So which is the better force? That is very clear. The bottom line is that they have to be secular democratic. Beyond that, which is the better alternative? And in Kerala, it's not now, it's been going on for the last 40 years. For 35 years, like you said, we fought the Congress in Bengal and then formed the left-front government, which continued for 3.5 decades. So that, those on issues of policies, what we remember, we still have very solid differences with Congress. But right now, what is the objective before the country and the people? Defeat this communal combination, which is not only communal, which is very dangerous, undermining India's constitution, hatred, violence, everything else that follows, and completely degenerating politics.
जैसे कांधे पे बादल झुके हुए आंखें हैं जैसे मैं के प्याले भरे हुए मस्ती है जिसमें प्यार की तुम वो शराब हो चौथवी का चांद हो या आफताब हो जो भी हो तुम खुदा की कसम लाजवाब हो
The leadership crisis in the Congress. Final words.
Rahul, I do not want to comment on the leadership crisis of the Congress party because Randeep Bhai may be a little upset with me, but all along I am saying that the way Congress party is managing, the way they have converted it to a family affairs, I am all along saying that Congress party will not able to come back, and also with the leader who is in abstaining. I mean, with an abstain leader, when there will be action in India, your leader will be found in another country of the globe.
But I'm going to start with a song that stayed on with me forever. It was rebellious and it was, you know, the flower age. दुनिया ने हमसे लिया क्या, दुनिया ने हमको दिया क्या, हम सब की परवाह करें क्यों, सबने हमारा किया क्या. That was Dam Maro Dam, and you know,
yes.
R.D. Burman, Asha Bhosle, Usha Uthup. What a magical time and what a magical song.
What a magical time and what a magical song is absolutely right. And when I sing Dam Maro Dam, let me tell you, actually this song was originally written, I mean, R.D. Burman wanted me to sing it in the film. And of course, there's no controversy about it because Asha Ji Bhosle sang it so marvelously finally. And he gave me the other English portion to sing, which said, I love you, can't you see that I really do. And it said, of course, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Oh, I'm so scared to sing that over here now. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Come on, give me a big hand whenever you feel like, yeah? That's what it's all about, yeah?
Let's talk about Subhash Chandra Bose, Netaji. A secular figure, would you reckon it was okay, Mr. Bose, that Jai Shri Ram chants were raised outside the Netaji Bhavan, when maybe Jai Hind should have been raised because that is what is best attuned to Netaji, but Jai Shri Ram chants were echoed outside Netaji Bhavan?
I think it was wholly inappropriate for that slogan to have been raised both outside Netaji Bhavan and also inside the premises of the Victoria Memorial, where the central government had organized an official function on the occasion of Netaji's birth anniversary. However, we were able to preserve and protect the sanctity of Netaji Bhavan. In Bengali, there is a word called Sthan Mahatto, the exalted quality of a place. And this is the house from which Netaji escaped in 1941. He drove, my father, Shishir Kumar Bose, drove Netaji all the way from Kolkata to Gomo. That was the beginning of the transition of Subhash Chandra Bose to Netaji. What I will say in response to your question about Parakram Divas is that Netaji was not just a warrior hero. He had some very clear ideas about the social and economic reconstruction of India. And as you have just mentioned, he believed in the equality and equal rights for members of all religious communities and all linguistic groups. So if we are to even think of him as a warrior hero, we have to consider who were his fellow warriors. My father just took him up to Gomo, but who received him in Peshawar? It was a man called Mia Akbar Shah. Who was Netaji's only Indian companion on his perilous submarine voyage from Europe to Asia? His name was Abid Hassan. That's why we honored him this 23rd January with a posthumous Netaji Award. If you look at those who fought alongside Netaji in Southeast Asia, in Imphal and Kohima, the commander of the 1st Division of the INA was Muhammad Zaman Kiani. I was in Manipur last year. The man who raised the Indian tricolour in Moirang near Imphal was Shaukat Malik. And we all know that at the Red Fort, 3 INA officers were tried: Prem Kumar Saigal, Gurbaksh Singh Dhillon, and Shahnawaz Khan. I'm saying their names because that's all that needs to be done to emphasize how he had created equality. There's one other point I'd make, and of course the person on his, who was his only companion on his last journey was Habibur Rahman. But finally, I heard the Prime Minister the other day speaking in Parliament, and he quoted from a speech of Netaji, and in which Netaji says, democracy is not a Western institution, it is a human institution. I had quoted from that same speech, and I had quoted that line in a debate on intolerance in India's 16th Lok Sabha. But I did not stop there. And I was a bit concerned that the Prime Minister was quoting this line in the context of his denunciation of foreign destructive investment. What else did he say in that brilliant speech given as president of the Maharashtra Political Conference in 1928? He evoked a wonderful vision of free India as an independent federal republic. And also, he advocated for the cultural intimacy. That was the phrase that he used, the cultural intimacy of all of India's communities. So I think if you genuinely honor Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, you must work for equal citizenship, equal rights for men and women, Hindus and Muslims, Sikhs and Christians, Punjabis and Tamils, Bengalis and Gujaratis. That is the way to honor Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
We celebrated Ray enough. And perhaps the best example to debate, discuss this, is this character, Feluda. And we've got two people who have played Feluda. For a long time, Benuda has done that, Shobhoshachi Chakraborty. Most recently, Tota has done that, Tota Raichaudhuri. And the person who's made Feluda for the OTT platform, his next one coming out in May, iconic Bengali director, was a junior of mine in college, Srijit Mukherjee. So that's how I want to go about this particular session. Srijit, I'll start with you. Have we celebrated Satyajit Ray enough? Centenary happening. Where is the national presence in that sense? Do you feel it's our fault in Bengal? Do you feel India has not done enough? What's your take on it?
At an international level and at a regional level, if I may use the term, obviously we still do, he's a part of our everyday life. But at the national level, I'm kind of disappointed that I think, have not celebrated Ray enough. A very telltale sign of that is if you look at the pan-Indian diaspora and if you ask people about Satyajit Ray, their knowledge is very blurry. A lot of people don't know what are the films that he directed, how he brought glory for India in the international stage. And it didn't help that his only foray into Hindi films was Shatranj Ke Khiladi.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.